Hey guys, thanks for visiting Cat's Hobby Corner. Be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button so you'll get the content as we put up new videos. The channel's growing and it's all because of you. Thanks again.
Hey guys, I know this light is glaring. I've got my night lights on, so my grow lights on, my sweet peas and my broccoli, but I turned it on because I was noticing there was some fungus growing in some little spots on the plants. So I'm gonna move this out the way so you can see. Okay, so let me move this grow light too. Alright, now turn on some light so you can see the little white fungus. Well, I looked it up, and technically I was trying to find out about some plants a few weeks ago in the garage. They say that this little white fungus, because all soils has little, fungi in it, but it's not harmful unless, there's a lot of it, but it's really an indication that your soil is maybe too moist, or that your plant is not getting enough sunlight to basically burn off the moisture. So when that happens, they gave seven different options that you can do to treat this, and I'm choosing, instead of just scooping it out, which was the number one thing, depending on how small it is, it said you could just scoop it off the top of the soil, but I don't want to scoop it off the top of the soil. You see those spores? I just zoomed in on it. I don't want to scoop it off the soil. I want to actually get rid of it. So it gave an option. You can scoop it off. You can transplant the plant, which of course we can't do that with seedlings. It also said that you can use an anti-fungicide. So y'all know I've showed y'all the Dococil that I've used in the garden with my black-eyed peas and other vegetables when the leaves looked like they had some type of fungus on them, and it cleared them up. It cleared them up fine. So I'm going to use a little of the Dococil that I still had on my back deck, and on these plants in here. Plus I've also reduced some of the moisture, and I turned on the grow lights to also help by giving a little bit more heat to it. That should also help, because they've got plenty of drainage holes in the bottom, so I'm not worried about drainage holes. That's not the problem, but it's obviously staying a little too wetter than it needs to. So we are going to try to treat this with spray bottle with water, and I say about a teaspoon of Dococil in here. It's usually about a teaspoon to one and 1/3 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon per gallon. So I'm not using a gallon, but anyway, I only use about maybe not even a teaspoon, probably like a half of a teaspoon or something like that. But we'll see. I'm not putting a whole lot on it because I'm really just trying to get the fungicide on the soil. All right, we're going to spray the fungicide on the soil. That is a little damp, but hopefully I don't see any fungicides in these, so I'm not going to worry about those. And I also need to check on the progress of the fungicide that I used on my blackberries in the garage, because there was a little fungicide on them. So hopefully this will clear up the little fungicide issue. Plus I'm going to have the grow lights on, and that should also help to dry out the soil. Hey guys, so I ran some errands, but anyway, I'm checking on my plants, but I think I showed y'all last night. I'm gonna reverse it. This is Dococil, and it's a fungal side that you can add to your spray water bottle, and I think I showed y'all that last night. But anyway, it is really good for when you get like any type of mold. I'm gonna show a picture of it. This is the Dococil. Okay, it is really good. Last night I was showing y'all I had gotten a type of mold on top of my soil, and I mean it was really covered in this pot, but I sprayed it with the Seal, and I don't see it this morning. They were also saying you could either scrape it out, and that's my cauliflower and my broccoli bean. You can scrape it out, but and these are my sweet peas. These are my sweet peas. You could either scrape it out or you could spray a fungicide and it should take care of it. So I am really pleased that this morning I came in and the fungicide did clear it. Now it said, when I did a little research, the little white the little white covering is not harmful to plants. Okay, that is what it says. It's not harmful to plants. But if you just want it gone, which I wanted it gone, because it basically said either I didn't have enough sunlight and I had too much moisture in my soil. And as you know, when you first starting seeds, most of the time the soil is going to be moist. These all have holes, drainage holes in them, so the drainage was not the problem. There was still water remaining in the pot, and the mold, which they say is a type of I don't know, bio something that can be found in all types of soil, but with more moisture you may get the molding. So we're going to make sure too that we're using the grow lights. It's here sitting in front of my living room window, but we're going to use the grow lights as well to make sure that we get the soil dried out so that it does not complicate things. We will keep it moist when we need to, but we also want to make sure it's getting enough sunlight or UV rays that are drying out the soil as they should. Okay, but I wanted to show y'all that update. So using this Seal did help to take care of that fungal situation. Okay guys, so I'm out here this morning because I had a concern about some of the fungus, the mold rather, that was coming in on some of the plants. So I want to take that out, and it says it's happening because of the moisture from the leaves that I left in the plant. So we don't want that. It is a type of mold that can be found in soil, but like I said, we don't want that. So I am spraying a fungicide, Seal, that should take care of that white mold. The paperwork that I read up on the internet, the site that I went to, said that it's not harmful to the plants, but I just don't want mold hanging around in items that I'm caring for. So we're just giving it a light spraying. This is our asparagus. You see there's some there. I'm just spraying around the base of our plant because I just don't like the aesthetic look of it. And it's coming because it's I've had to water these plants, and yet it's not hot in here. It is cool in here. So sometimes mold, it said it's typical that mold could form. Mama Blackberry is really doing good. Look at her. And we're not spraying the blackberry leaves. We are spraying the actual soil, the wood chips, where the mold has tried to congregate. All right, check out Mama Blackberry.